to exist and the term banking has a definite meaning. At those times, the concept of NBFCs were not in existence. So when something with by a fiction, something which is not a banking, would it be treated as a banking? And the laws enacted by the parliament could be extended to it. So, my humble submission, they are already money lenders. They are actually money lenders. So the state legislature alone has a jurisdiction to. But anyway, those conventions are not taken properly, Therefore, today, what do you want? What do you want? My problem. I have these issues have limitations. So I filed a suit. And civil court jurisdiction is not outside. I filed a suit. And the civil court has may I take your lordship to order the civil court and pay 75. And pay 75. Pay 75. The civil court has held, my people not plain lordship order pay 75. 75. Huh? 75, my lord? Yes, bottom. Plain be returned to the plaintiff for finding it before the proper forum. It cannot be so the assistant registrar, etc., is directed to return the plain to the plaintiff for keeping is etc. Then the tribunal has the civil court has found that the civil court has no jurisdiction. That is the final. The still position is the civil court has all the jurisdiction. The bar under section 34 of the Surface Act is not complete. And there are judgments of the Supreme Court. Yes, the answer Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul. Yes. I will not bother your lordship with too many judgments. Only one judgment. Just give us Sanjay Kishan Kaul. Yes. And this is Marshal judgment. Is a Marshal. Yes. I pass on a judgment of Justice M.R. Shah. Huh? No, this is M.R. Shah. No, you're not good. Okay. I am so sorry, my units are not both the judgment, The one is the Hassel Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul, where the entire issue has been discussed, and then the jurisdiction of the civil court is not outside. Civil court jurisdiction is not that issue. I should not be troubling your lordship. It is already decided in Mudra Chemicals. Is it not? No, Madhya Chemicals says. Madhya Chemicals says the jurisdiction of the civil court is outside, except in areas which has been dealt in Dulabai. The popular concept is our mind focus is more upon manifest injustice. So everywhere where there's a fraud, fraud makes a judgment voidable, not void. So in Madhya Chemicals itself, where there's a fraud is committed, and it is universally. If I tell a lawyer that order which is without jurisdiction, if our principles of natural justice is violated, the order is void. That is not appealing to the mind. On the contrary, where the fraud is committed, it is more appealing to the mind. So fraud is only makes an avoidable one. So the scenario here, right. So we wanted to know why this matter has come up today. No, the auction is today. Auction is today. Or that, I relegate me to the civil court. I will prosecute the remedies there, or that I may status quo be maintained for a week's time. For weeks, and the other they are living in the house, which is have been thrown out of their home. Already disposed.
Let's please see the order dated 15 January 2025 passed in this very writ petition between the parties. And then I'll respond to my learned. 15 January, para 4. Yes. The entire sequence has been recorded in the 15 January order. And the civil court will come to that order, but let's please see the 15 January order. From paragraph 3, my lords may see the conduct of the petition. So now we see the pre-clauses to this writ petition. Only for 1 minute. When we see the pre-clauses, the challenge is only to the SARFAESI proceedings. The civil court order is not the subject matter of the challenge in the writ petition. So any liberty or relief against the civil court order, with due respect, cannot be sought in these.
So that order is otherwise appealable under order 40.
My Learned Friend may exercise his remedies under the CPC. I'm not stopping him. But today, under the guise of this writ petition, my Learned Friend cannot say, my lords may grant me liberty to prosecute against that order of the civil court. If you have that right in law, please exercise it. If today no relief on prayers is even sought. And we have today...
So auction is today.
Auction, my lords, in all fairness, has failed. No bids have been received. No bids have been received in the auction are my instructions. So the reason the matter was kept today was to determine whether any bids were received and whether any auction would proceed. There were no bids received, so the auction has failed. But even otherwise, in view of the January 15th order, the limited point on which notice has been issued is a constitutional challenge to Section 14. On all other remedies, my Learned Friend has been given liberty to go to the DRT for reasons best known to him. He's not exercised that remedy. The matter is there as far as the respondent is concerned.
Since there are
Taking a chance like this cannot, fellows may say that the remedy lies before the...
But why have you not approached the DRT?
Because I'm just relying on Satyavati Tandon and pressing for dismissal of the writ petition. My Learned Friend may exercise his remedies.
No, all right, we appreciate your argument, but today we will just adjourn it.
Because Bharat, every time we take a measure, rather than going to the DRT, they file an IA in this particular writ petition.
Mr. So-and-so, you will consider getting for the...
I may be dismissed, man.
Although the auction was scheduled for today, since no bidders have come forward, hence no effective procedure is likely to take place today. We demand stop. Just
Well, it's disposed of the IAS infractors or the interim application was only to stay the auction. Auction is failed.
What is the IA number? Interim order 124191
24191.
24191 of 25. WTC, the IA number is very it will be instructed when is there ready for
Obliged, deeply grateful. To the writ.
My lord, I appear for R1 and R2, my lord. My lord, in the writ petition.
Writ petition. So bring it on record.
My lord,
The writ petition is pending. You
yes, my lord.
Obliged.